What's up, guys? Brian Cage with a big, huge congrats and shout out to the Ring Crüe for the big 2-year anniversary right here on YouTube. Congratulations, guys. 3 years next year.
What's up, everybody? This is the big effing deal, Carl Fredericks. And before I hop on the road for another weekend of kicking ass, I had to take a second to wish my boys from the Ring Crüe a congratulations. Happy 2-year anniversary. Thank you for having me on the show. Keep it going, guys. Too sweet.
What's up, everybody? AJ Kirsch here, known within some circles as Brosif Joe Brody, and the man Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson declared the first ever Rock the Promo champion. Just wanted to take a second to wish a very happy 2-year anniversary to the Ring Crüe. You guys have made your presence felt all over independent wrestling in California. I'm sure the best is yet to come. You can even check out an interview I did with them shortly after winning Rock the Promo. Go to youtube.com/The Ring Crüe. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary, guys. And whatever you do, don't mess with the crew. See you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Davey Dangerously coming at you once again, as always, with my brothers Dan the B Salazar and Rated R Salazar, the Brothers of Destruction. Welcome to our 2
years, baby.
Episode.
2 years. What has happened in 2 years? We filmed what, 3 episodes?
We've only filmed.
Don't tune into us weekly. So
we've only filmed like 10 to 12 episodes,
but life happens. We've
only filmed 10 to 12 episodes. This
I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
we did
what episode is
we
this?
did 29.
I lose track.
It's our 2-year episode.
It's our 2 years.
2 year
episode. It's 40.
It's 40 something.
42, 43? It caught up to me.
I think
so.
Yeah, we're on 42.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So 2 years.
2 years, brother. 2 years.
Lots happened in 2 years.
Lots happened.
Personal life, you got a new job and a baby.
Got a baby.
And a baby on the way.
We haven't announced it on the show. I got another baby on the way.
Getting a new nephew.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
So now we got Zach, and now here comes Mojo.
Oh, no, man.
We got the little hype bros.
the little hype bros.
You had a baby this year.
I had a baby this year.
I moved
little
this
kid.
year.
Yeah.
So everything, life happens.
Life happens. Life happens.
But we're here. We got balloons.
We got balloons. Yeah.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
It's going to be a thank you show. We're going to cover a couple current events that's happened from the last episode. You know, we're terrible at this. We're trying. Why
are you still watching us?
I know. Our subscriber count is crashing.
Don't stop it. Don't stop it.
Please, God, just watch us.
Right.
But you know, we want to thank you for tuning in. If you're, a loyal subscriber, we thank you. Our social media is blowing up, so that's a good thing.
Blooming. It's blooming.
Yeah,
I like it.
Like you saw at the top of this episode, we had a couple guys give us a little 2-year anniversary shout out.
Yes.
So we've made a lot of friends, a lot of connections.
Yes.
Of course, our first year, and then now this second year, we've met a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
So
the wrestling world is great. It's a great big world, and there's a bunch of great big guys. And
I just heard from our good buddy Sean from Deshaun's 2 Cents. He said it's a community, and we help each other out.
Exactly.
So he just sent it a couple days ago. So
and that's exactly what it is. There you go, Sean.
So yeah, it is a community. So we want to thank everybody that's helped us along the way. We will get to those thank yous like we did last year in our 1-year episode. So
this year we have a lot more people.
We do. It's a list, brother.
Man.
And the reason we've met a lot of these people, as we mentioned before on the shows, but we'll mention since it happened this year, Big Dave has become a ring announcer.
Yeah.
So, you're in the biz now, man. You're in the biz.
It is what it is.
Making towns, making friends.
Davey Dangerously, huh?
We're in the background holding on to your coattails sometimes. So
it's a group effort. I've said this multiple times.
So yeah, man, it's been.
We'll have to get a hold of your cousin Leroy Leather. Is he around here somewhere?
He's around. Don't you worry, kid.
Oh yeah, we'll have to talk to him pretty soon about making an appearance sometime.
Can you imagine wearing leather pants?
Oh, that guy.
Never.
I think he wears leather underwear too.
I mean, that's why he's so fit, because he sweats a lot. He smells terrible, but he's a great guy. We'll introduce you to Leroy one of these days.
Smells like a secondhand sofa.
One of these
So, we mentioned it on the last episode. We do have our own T-shirt shop now.
Yes.
BrownButterWrestling.com/Ring Crüe.
What are these?
Where you can find the original OG black mustard.
You got a little ice cream on it?
We can find,
of course,
our new Stranger
Thing
style
logo
shirts. That's what do they call it?
Like Stranger Crüe.
Stranger Crüe is what we called it on the site, yeah. And then also our Ramon style logo.
Crewmoans.
Crewmoans.
That's terrible.
Crewmoans.
Crewmoans.
But yeah, brownbutterwrestling.com
/Ring Crüe.
/ backslash.
One of those. This
One of the
slash.
slashes.
One of the slashes.
It's not an
Ring
underscore,
Crüe.
it's a slash.
Yeah.
It's in our bio everywhere, so don't worry.
Yeah,
about
go buy
that.
some shirts, man. We got kids. We need this
Also,
job.
yeah, you guys got kids. You need this job. Also, we haven't touched on it on the show, but we are now sponsored by Collar and Elbow.
Yes.
There you go, baby.
Yeah, so
So
it
this
is-
episode and future episodes are brought to you by Collar and Elbow.
Thank you, Elsno.
Yeah, there you go.
What do we all want?
shirts.
But yeah, that's
So,
cool, man. That's a big thing that happened for us this year.
Yeah, if you go to collarandelbowbrand.com and you add all that stuff in your cart and you go to check out, you type in Ring Crüe, one word, all caps, we'll save you 10% on your purchases.
There you go.
That's like you're not paying taxes.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? This is such a comfortable shirt.
That's a nice looking shirt.
They have such cool shirts. They even got like Shane Helms has a shirt now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The Good Brothers Dojo has a shirt, so maybe we'll get a good shirt on there. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
So that's
I really dig their style though. They have a lot of cool looking stuff.
They're hip.
Yeah, that's what their. I think that's what their whole motto is. You know, it's like street style meets
Wrestling style.
style.
That's awesome, man. They
Meets
got some
strong
cool
style.
Yeah.
stuff. So go buy our shirts, go buy their shirts, and save yourself 10%.
Yeah.
So if you buy like $100 worth of stuff, you'll save $10.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
There you go.
10%.
That's good math.
I looked into it.
That's good math.
I looked into it.
Yeah.
So man, Mae Young Classic happening right
Yes,
now.
right now as we speak. Episode.
Who's your favorites?
there's 4 episodes, so the whole first round is up. I just finished watching last night. I watched kind of binged. I watched 3 episodes all at once, and then last night I watched the 4th. Man, there's so many good ones. It's sad to see people go.
That you don't want to see
Yeah,
go.
you know.
Like right off the bat, you're like, shit.
Yeah,
She's gone?
Yeah, exactly. Like the finals, or the final match of the 4th episode, Kairi Sane versus Tessa Blanchard. I'm like, really? One of them's gonna go out in the first round?
Who do you go
You know,
with?
exactly.
Don't spoil it. Let them see.
never.
No, yeah, we'll let them see. But yeah, I have so many favorites. You know, my love for Candice. Candice LeRae is going to be great. She's already great, but she's going to be great in the tournament.
So, not to interject anything here, but Candice LeRae being a WWE ring, are we soon to see your husband making a little appearance in 205 Live or something?
Oh, I was like, he's already in a WWE ring. What are you talking about? Johnny Gargano?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm thinking of Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan just married.
Joey Ryan's not her husband?
I apologize, Candice
Oh
LeRae.
my god.
You meant tag team partner.
I meant tag team
begging
partner.
you, man.
I meant tag team partner.
Watch the product. Watch the product.
My bad.
Jeez.
My bad. I'm
You know,
sorry.
we should just stop filming and
right,
start all over.
right.
We can't do that. We're live, pal.
We're
Damn
live,
it.
tell.
Mistakes
I
are
meant
being
tag
made.
team partner, the world's cutest tag team.
World's
That's what I was
cutest
meaning, and I
No,
sorry,
to
Mr. Gargano.
To answer your question, no, I don't think we'll see Joe Ryan.
No.
Never.
But, and not because we
because,
don't
of the,
like him.
because of the dick spot.
Yeah.
It's Jim Cornette's fault. Even though I love Jim Cornette, but I digress. Your favorite Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, she had a good showing. She got a little roughed up, but you know, she came through and sorry, I don't want to spoil it. But she beat
Watch it.
She won. I spoiled it.
There's rumors since Asuka had to vacate the title due to injury that the winner is going to be crowned the champion.
That NXT champion.
I was thinking
It's
that.
been, I think it's been confirmed.
Who are your sources?
I think Peter
William
Guy
Regal?
Insider.
Yeah, William Regal called him.
That's like that, remember?
Oh yeah, that is.
He called me
Regal?
son. He called me
He
son.
called you son.
Read it on Regal.
Oh, yeah.
It's the fact.
To this day, I still look at the picture and I shed a tear. Yeah.
It's glorious.
Right?
Sorry,
Speaking of
it's
glorious,
hot as balls in
Yeah,
here.
it's 110 degrees where we're at today, so bear with us if we're glistening and drinking water.
So yes, speaking of glorious, Bobby Roode making his
SmackDown debut?
Sorry, SmackDown debut. We all make mistakes. Yeah, I said NXT. So making his SmackDown debut.
Coming along with Shelton Benjamin.
And yeah, Shelton Benjamin's back in the WWE, but Bobby Roode is looking like it's going to be a face.
That's what they're talking about.
Well, he faced Aiden English, who's currently working heel, and then he faced this week he faced Mike Kanellis, so who's also
I feel bad for Mike Kanellis, dude.
You know, a little rough start.
He's got an issue, which, you know, we're all for him getting help, but, man, just seems like he's getting buried on the main roster. But hey,
you pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
You go to WWE, you pay your dues.
Like a Jinder Mahal.
Right. There you
Jinder
go.
Mahal. 2 years ago, when we started this show, what if I would have told you guys the main event, or one of the main events for SummerSlam 2017 will be that guy Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan Pro Wrestling versus the guy from 3MB, Jinder Mahal.
I would have said you're full of shit.
Yeah.
How about that, man? What a difference 2 years can make.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal, I think he's just surpassed 100 plus days.
He's impressing us.
Yeah.
He's impressing us. He's doing really well.
Yeah, you know who's impressing me is the Singh brothers.
Oh, right.
These guys get the shit beat out.
Oh, they take bumps like freaking crazy. They're like mini mankinds. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're taking like insane bumps. But hey, that's what you do when you have a heel champion, you know.
Oh yeah.
Send your goons in, take them bumps. But yeah, no, I would have never. And good for Jinder Mahal. Dude.
Yeah, it looks like he's really been enjoying his run. He's been doing a good job. He's putting on stellar matches. You know, of course, his opponents have been good too. You know, Randy and Shinsuke really putting the rub on him. But I don't know how far do you think he's going to take it. I think we kind of discussed this on the last
Survivor Series.
Too,
I think I said Survivor
yeah,
Series.
You think so?
I think so.
You don't see him taking it to Mania?
Maybe the Rumble. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's in the main event. He's obviously doing good. He's 3+ months as champion. So.
And he's a great heel champion.
He is a great heel champion.
He's like almost like Punjabi JBL.
I've heard people say
Yeah.
that because his goons are like the cabinet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
I can see that.
I can see that. Also, did you guys catch the Roman Reigns John Cena interaction during the contract signing?
I was hard during that promo.
We're about a week removed from that, just about, as we're filming this. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch Raw, last week's Raw. Man, it's unbelievable. Roman Reigns and John Cena, which kind of surprises me. They're setting up a match between them at No Mercy, right? Is what it is?
Yeah.
So I guess from what I'm reading, Vince doesn't want to save that for WrestleMania, SummerSlam thing. He wants to put it out now. So
good for Vince.
Plus, Cena's filming another movie.
yeah,
so.
he's gonna go away for a little bit. But
So does he lose?
Hey, let's check the business here.
I don't know, honestly.
No, yeah. But anyway, yeah, their interaction on Raw was like their first real interaction, aside from their little spot last week. But man, this week they tore into each other like nobody's business.
Hard.
Yeah, Cena.
Cena gave it to him, and he gave him some shit. And all really Roman Reigns can come back with is calling him a bitch. You're a bitch.
He kind of stumbled his words
Yeah.
a little bit, but I definitely think Cena was.
So how much of that
strong.
do you think was planned? Do you think any of that was planned? Do you think they shot a little bit? Do you think it's a work shoot?
I think it's a work shoot because I'm sure those guys have nothing but the respect for each other.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's like all the fans feel that way. So I think whoever did write that promo just went off the feelings of the fans.
Yeah.
But
Before that promo, though, I'm not to interrupt you guys. Did you guys watch The Miz cut the promo on Reigns and Cena?
Yeah.
dude,
Man.
The Miz is on fire, man.
The Miz was on fucking fire that night.
Miz
Yeah.
can do
I,
absolutely no wrong right now.
I think this year, upcoming year, is going to be big for Miz.
And I agree with him completely. How many chances do these guys get?
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of all over the place right now. I kind of want to.
Because we haven't seen each other in forever.
Yeah, we're going to go back and talk about this a little bit more, the PWI. But they just announced the PWI 500 for this year, and the Miz was in the top 10 again, number 10. So he's working his way
back
back
in the
up.
top 10.
He's back in the top
yeah.
10.
I see him with another WrestleMania Championship run.
Yeah,
I honestly hope so because that guy started at the freaking bottom.
literally. Like,
They
literally
banned him from the
changing
locker
closets.
rooms. Yeah.
Changing in broom closets too.
Chris Benoit kicked him out for getting chicken on his back. Oh, we can't say that anymore. I'm sorry. The man.
This is our show. We can say whatever we want.
So.
But yeah, Miz has been good. The addition of Maurice, I think, added like fire to his career.
And then he's bringing up
Bo Dallas
and you know, these guys are starting to become, you know
that episode of Raw, you know, he gets these guys as his Miz Taraj, and I'm like, what the hell? Why are they going to bring Miz down like that?
It's working.
And he's done his best to bring. You know, he didn't go down. He brought these guys up, and so every week I'm loving the whole Miz Taraj angles. You know,
I kind of like how they're referring to Bo Dallas now as a third generation superstar because they never did before.
Yeah.
They did for Curtis Axel, but now, I mean, they haven't really said who his family is.
Right.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
See the one glove for his grandpa. So awesome.
Yeah.
And Curtis Axel's looking good, man. He switched that part up. It doesn't look as bald.
Right.
Man, so if you ever start losing your hair, you gotta do that. Don't comb it forward. Just saying.
Tell him, not me.
Well, yeah. But yeah, man, those two hot fire promos this week. Woo. And I heard Samoa Joe might be injured. Right now.
Samoa Joe suffered a knee injury, I think at a house show.
I believe it was a house show.
And so did Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods is hurt.
Xavier Woods was on SmackDown with the crutches.
Yeah, Xavier Woods is hurt. Bailey is still hurt. She missed SummerSlam.
Asuka's
couple
out.
injuries. Asuka, broken collarbone. So it's a couple guys.
Things happen in the wrestling world.
Got hurt and
Someone else
takeover.
just recently got hurt. Yeah.
Just Google it.
Kaz.
Big Kaz.
Big Kaz is out.
Oh, dude, that was
Big Kaz is out.
That was ugly, dude.
Causing Enzo Amore to go down to 205 Live. How do you think about that? What do you think about that? Is it a punishment to Enzo, or is it kind of
first
like
of all, let's kind of talk about what's going on with Enzo. So if you don't know, supposedly Enzo is like
got
a
some real heat.
piece of shit backstage. I don't know what they're saying.
Well, I read that. I guess he took some friends backstage, and while the friends were back there, they were taking pictures of the stars. And you're not supposed in the locker room. You're not supposed to do that. You're breaking kayfabe there, and
that's a lie.
Asking for autographs, all that shit, and Enzo's flashing his cash and goes to some strip club and spends $10, and the stripper put him on blast on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then did you guys read that? That was funny.
And then he was supposedly being real loud and obnoxious on the tour bus on the European tour.
Bought himself a $10,000 ticket to the Mayweather fight, McGregor fight. Showing it off on social media. I guess he's a piece of shit.
One of his punishments was being in that shark cage. He's deathly afraid of heights,
so
he was in the shark cage.
I think the other punishment is having to keep that hair.
I think he likes it. But yeah, he's on 205 Live now. I don't know if that's like a punishment, but he's still on Raw too. And the only reason why he's there is because merch. He's like one of the top merch sellers. So.
Well, it looks like they might be going to kind of a heel thing on 205 Live. I know he's facing Neville right now, so he's still faced. But I don't know if you guys watched.
I heard his little promo, and he kind of gave a little bit of a heel turn on that.
Yeah, I think it was a .com exclusive, but yeah, he did a promo with the guys of 205 Live, and he was kind of like putting taking real life and turning it into,
He's putting the feelers out there.
He's putting the feelers out there. He's going to bring his real life onto screen, and it might work for him.
Portraying that jerk, character. So
Jersey from,
You know what? He should learn from the heat, and he should accept the punishment, and he should just ride it out because it worked for Triple H. It worked for The Miz. It's worked for a lot of guys.
HBK.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens, and he's entertaining as shit. So
yeah.
Speaking of some heel heat, I got some heat backstage as well for his social media rants and for.
I think they've just given up on him.
I think so, and I guess on the last pay-per-view, what pay-per-view was that? Was it SummerSlam, where he went in and he lost
to Cena?
To Cena.
I think it was Cena, and Cena was on the ground and yelling something back at Corbin, and he said something like, "It's not always about you," referring to what they had to talk about backstage, like, "Hey, take this damn shoulder off your chip off your shoulder, and you ain't shit, homeboy." And so,
Cena's exact words.
Yeah, exactly.
So, man, you know what? Learn from that heat, and just keep your mouth shut and do what they tell you to do.
They're both still young in the business, so unless they royally screw up, they got a long ways to go.
And you know what? If you get fired,
that's my kid screaming in the background.
In case hurry up! We don't care about 2 years.
Nobody watches your show.
They do. Learn from that. Look at Jinder.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't really have heat. He got fired, but look, he's a better man for it.
Jinder,
world champion.
Drew McIntyre.
NXT
champion. There you go.
Drew McIntyre. We're going to discuss NXT. Drew McIntyre and who's in NXT now?
Adam Cole.
baby.
Now with Red Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Dragon's there. They're doing a whole like
ROH type takeover.
faction takeover.
And ROH acknowledged the fact and
Yeah.
said, kudos to you.
Yeah.
What can you
so
do?
Bobby Fish, which surprises me. I heard for a long time they were putting feelers out for Kyle O'Reilly and wanting him, and there was interest, but I didn't hear so much interest about Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
Possibly because of his age. He's a little bit older.
Yes, old guys can still keep up.
Yeah, just as accomplished, just as a great wrestler as Kyle O'Reilly. But I was still surprised to see him in WWE. And how about those matches with Aleister Black, man? Both of them.
That guy can do no wrong.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
How about that takeover match of Hideo Itami and Aleister Black?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
oh man.
Aleister Black's intro.
That's the greatest.
Where he just comes up.
Oh man, that's the best.
Good stuff.
I love his theme song. I love his look. I've been a huge fan of his, for a long time. I honestly never expected. I actually had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and I was like, "Hey, check out this wrestler, Tommy Yen. He's really cool with all this stuff, but he's like a devil worshiper." I was like, "Man, so it just sucks. He's never gonna be in WWE,
Well, Vince is a devil.
There you go.
HBK and God. That's right. Remember when he drank the holy water?
So I never expected it, but man, it's awesome to see him there. I love how they're letting him just keep the whole. I mean, how do you get away from that gimmick? It's all over.
Yeah, you don't get away from that gimmick.
He lives the gimmick. So the look, the wrestling, of course, his style of wrestling, the music, the intro, everything.
He even had his own custom intro at the takeover with the band playing. Played him in. Yeah.
So I hear he's going to be on the fast track to WWE.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to spend too much time in NXT.
I'd rather have him stay at NXT. I don't know. I kind of like my guys at NXT. They go to WWE and I don't know. You turn into Kaz and Enzo.
Well, look at Nakamura. He
True.
hasn't slowed down. Look at Bobby Roode. I mean, he's only been there a couple weeks, but look at the reaction he's getting.
Those were made names, though.
That's true. But Tommy Yen's been around.
I don't know. You get a Ty Dillinger though, and it's like
my
Tyler.
Tyler.
Green.
I am loving the Fashion Files, but I just miss Tyler by himself with the selfie stick.
Yeah, that was great. He did a great job in NXT.
They did a quick turnaround with this, so I'm happy that they're getting screen time, but I miss old Tyler. Tyler needs to turn on Fandango.
It'll happen.
Did you guys catch the season 2 of Southpaw Regional Wrestling?
I did.
Hilarious.
Right. The Butchers.
Man.
Oh man, it's so good.
What's Chris Jericho?
Chet Cheddarson.
Chet Cheddarson. I love Chet Cheddarson. I love Fandango's character.
Oh,
I forget
man.
all their names.
I don't remember.
I know.
Cena. What was Cena's name?
I don't know. But anyway, they do.
Lance Catamaran.
Lance
Catamaran. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff's going on, but now let's make it about us, guys.
One more thing.
One
more thing. I know you guys have heard about it, but did you guys see the whole Sexy Star?
Man, versus Rosemary at Triple Mania?
Unacceptable.
And I saw where Sexy Star gave her her side of the story, and she wanted the fans to feel sorry for her, so she comes out without the mask, tears, and plays the victim. Fuck you, Sexy Star. No. I'm a Rosemary fan, and for her to do that shit, that's unacceptable. You don't cost someone their livelihood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just Sexy Star, you're used to making pesos. No, let Rosemary make her millions, and you leave her alone.
Yeah, this happened at Triple Mania, one of the biggest shows in Mexico. When you go into the ring with somebody, you're giving your body to someone.
Yeah. You take care of them.
Yeah, and like our buddy Sean said, it's a community, it's a family, and for you to go out and accidents happen, but when you purposely hurt somebody.
Yeah, there's been a huge backlash. The people from all over the wrestling world have,
WrestleCade.
WrestleCade dumped her. They actually replaced her with Rosemary,
which was classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrestle Circus, they announced that they had previous issues with her before that they never talked about, and now they wish they would have. so they dumped her. Cody Rhodes made a statement that, you know, he's a locker room leader, so any indies he goes to, he's, you know, he's the leader. And he
Even
says,
Road Dogg chimed in.
Yeah, Road Dogg says she's never going to work in WWE, which I didn't think she would anyway. But yeah, to hear all these people speak out for Rosemary against Sexy Star, it's cool to see that everybody has each other's back, you know, like that.
You just don't do that.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. So.
It's not like the old days of like jobbers getting the shit kicked
Right.
out because they're dicks.
Right.
These are like two high-profile superstars.
Yeah, so
It's unacceptable.
you think she's done? You think she's done in the biz?
No.
There's still gonna be those promoters out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna bring her in. It's so controversial.
Exactly.
You gotta see her.
They're just having her name on the poster is going to be like, oh, I want to go see what she's about now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see her getting any big time gigs anytime soon. I think.
Who knows what's up with Lucha Underground?
Yeah, I think
That's all
she
in the
was
air right now.
done with Lucha Underground.
I think she might be done with them. So.
But I don't know. She made her bed, now she'll survive.
She's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She's a piece of mierda. Because she speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
There you go.
on you know, not to like bring the whole situation. Not to bring the whole the mood, the vibe down. On a personal note, I'm a big fan of Dana Brooke, and she just suffered a loss.
That's right.
Her longtime boyfriend, I'm not sure if he was her fiance.
I think they were just dating.
They were dating,
Yeah.
but I'm sure she still loved him.
Yeah.
Dallas McCarver passed away. Freak.
Really freak accident.
Yeah, he's cooking.
Showtime.
I think he texted her saying something about I'm gonna
Cooking
cook dinner
dinner.
and good night, babe, I love you. And like the next day, his roommate found him. He choked to death. What an awful way to go! Like that's awful. And our condolences, Dana. If we can call you Dana, we're sorry. What, Miss Brooke? I don't know. Ashley.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird freak accident things that shows you, you know, life is short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That dude was on the road
Yeah.
to Mr. Olympia, you know, and that's in a couple weeks. So
I follow Dana Brooke on Snapchat, so it's kind of like, and I got to see him and her interact like a lot, and she would like beg to drive his car, and that was his baby, and like it's sad like to know that you just seen him on Snap the other day, and I'm hearing he passed. Like it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy world.
sad.
Yeah.
So now, let's talk about some happy times.
Let's talk about some happy times.
Year two, a lot of people have contributed to what we do here. We've done interviews. We have a new segment called Crew Cuts.
We've only had one episode.
I was gonna say, I think we only shot one.
We kind of let that go by the wayside. We actually have a great one filmed.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll add it into this episode. Maybe the next episode.
Let's do it next episode.
Next episode, we have a great one filmed with.
Broseph Joe Brody.
Was it AJ or was it Broseph?
It was Broseph. It was right after we interviewed him.
We filmed it, a Crew Cuts with Broseph Joe Brody, and for some reason we've been keeping it in the can for like a special episode, and then just never put it up there. And it's still relevant, it's still something that we need to show. So you'll notice in the interview I have a beard, so you can tell it's an old video. But yeah, we will play that soon. So AJ, thanks for filming that, Broseph Joe Brody.
So we interviewed him.
And we'll do some more Crew Cuts to come in the future.
Our TJ Perkins episode.
It finally aired.
Aired during this year, even though it was
filmed
in the
last
first year.
After he had just lost the title. I think.
Yeah, I know. So we shit the bed on that one. And we still have a Reno.
But we still talk to him. We
still have a Reno Scum episode that's gonna come out. Sorry guys, we apologize every day.
I think they're coming back, right?
Global
APW.
Oh yeah,
APW
they're wrestling Eminem.
Yes.
Minus Melina, but
M, exactly.
We also got to interview Jeff Cobb again, and we did a Crew Cuts.
That's our premiere episode, a Crew Cut with Jeff Cobb. Yeah,
Jeff Cobb, one of our favorite dudes.
He's
always
he's
nice,
great guy
to us. He's a supporter, and
he's wrestling tonight. Battle of Los Angeles.
Yep.
Bola starts tonight.
Oh, man,
tonight.
It's gonna be a good one.
I know. Also, we got to interview from Reno, Nevada, the guy who you saw at the beginning of the show giving us a little shout out, Carl Fredericks, the Big F and Deal.
Yeah.
Dude, one of our favorite. We love interviewing everybody, but man, like that was one of my favorite.
I was thinking about that. Like we met so many great people in this business, like that we follow and that we go to all these shows. And we met all these nice guys and these great guys, and Carl Fredericks, genuinely like a great guy, you know, like you never know when someone's like, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm a fan, hey, you know, hey, thanks for coming to the show, like, and they shake your hand. Of course, they're civil, they can be nice. You never really, you know, hey, you know, his head, he's like, oh, this fat piece of shit. Here he goes, come shake your hand. But Carl Fredericks, like, he's an actual, like, genuinely nice guy. Like, I really am a fan of his, and he's so young, 26, and
26.
He's got the whole world ahead of him.
He's still growing up in the biz.
Got the whole world ahead of him, right there.
I think he put out just this week, like, this pretty cool little video on his
Instagram stories.
His highlight
and
reel.
it showed like his highlights for this year. He's had a big year, so I think
Won
he's
the
gonna
All Pro Wrestling Internet Championship.
Yeah, just recently wrestled Tommy Dreamer.
One of his idols.
Yeah.
One of my
He's
idols.
got nowhere to go but up. Like I'm a huge fan of his, and thank you for supporting the show.
That dude is so positive. You follow him on his Instagram and stuff. It's like, if you're having a shitty day, just go to his story and he'll cheer you right up.
Yeah, him and Steiker, they do a lot of traveling together. They're good
They
buddies.
drive like 12, 13, 14, 15 hours and heat and eat at little shitty dives, trying to still maintain their weights and trying to do that. But yet they're always so positive. Like, they're just always.
And Steiker's another guy we'll have to interview.
Yep. Steiker's next. Don't
Yeah.
you worry, kid.
I like Steiker.
Also, we've gotten some cool promos for some guys that we've worked with, and guys that we haven't worked with yet, but we've got promos. So I want to give a shout out to one of our good buddies, Charles Porter.
Yes,
who got some pretty sweet promos. He got Lil Cholo, which was freaking awesome. He got Pentagon Jr. when he actually was Pentagon Jr. Sammy Guevara, which we haven't posted that one yet, only because he mentioned some like random fan, so we're gonna try to edit that fan out.
Well, leave the fan in.
Why
We
not?
don't know who the hell Daryl Richardson is, but maybe we'll like show
We'll make
him
Daryl
version.
Richardson famous.
Daryl, if you're watching this, contact us.
You're gonna be a household name now, buddy.
Yeah, so referee Wiggles also did a promo
Love
for
Wiggles.
us.
Love Wiggles.
And a now WWE NXT superstar,
Leo Rush,
who we got the chance to work with at the Best of the West Year 1 pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Leo Rush, great dude. He was.
That just goes to show he worked with us, and now he's an NXT superstar.
That's what we
You talk
do.
to Ring Crüe, you go up.
That's what
You go
happens,
up.
man.
you're going places, baby.
Going places.
Such a good dude.
Ring Crüe
He,
equals gold.
He did a ROH taping the night before, and the next night he was at Best of the West. Such a humble dude. I was in my suit before he came in. I was already dressed, and we talked a little bit. We kind of dressed by each other, and then afterward, he agreed to do the promo. He's like, "Hey, you got tattoos?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I couldn't see that under the suit." I'm like, "Well, that's what suits do." But great dude nonetheless. We've also attended a bunch of shows this year. Not only our Best of the West, which is our staple. We'll get into that a little later. We went to NXT. You guys went to the Fresno show.
And we went to the Bakersfield
show.
Two NXT shows this year.
So we also went to Lucha Underground, where we met a bunch of cool people, man. That that was such a cool trip. We met a lot of cool people. Cranberry horseradish, our new favorite condiment. We've
That's
also
Brad right there.
Yeah, Brad, our good buddy Brad.
Booraka.
We went to a WWE house show. We also went to a SmackDown,
SmackDown
and 205 live taping.
We did.
Which saw Chris Jericho drop the United States title to
Kevin Owens. That was his last show for a while. Yeah.
And we also, I also made my debut for California Wrestling Association.
Making towns, baby.
Making towns, brother. So I want to thank Jason Hastings and his crew guys for allowing me to come work for them. It's a small town, but it was a freaking sold out show, man.
Nice.
It was fun.
Out there in Hillmore, right?
Yeah, and I didn't, I had to meet a whole new locker room full of people. A couple of the Best of the West guys were there, but they were cool, man. They let me do my thing, and it was a cool experience.
Cool.
I might be booked for another CWA show.
Nice.
I don't want to spoil anything. And we got a lot of other cool people to thank. Of course, our good buddy who has a show right here on YouTube. Our good pal, Belt Mark Bill, one of our cool supporters. He loves his Ring Crüe shirt. He just got a couple videos posted, a re-leathered Winged Eagle and a re-leathered Intercontinental. Just came out a few days ago, so check those out.
He's got a massive collection.
Yeah, he does. And those.
I thought you were gonna say something else. He's got a
He's
got a massive collection.
Huge.
He's a butcher too, so he deals with me. We also want to thank the No Gimmicks podcast, also right here on YouTube. Dale Clifford and Todd Smith, who we were the winners of the Demon Finn Balor when they went to 200 subscribers.
I think we just got a little shout out on their show too.
Yeah,
from Carl too.
Carl did an interview with those guys, and he was wearing his Ring Crüe shirt.
Oh, that's right.
So check that out. It was a sweet interview, and they're going to interview Steiker here pretty soon. So check that out. They got a bunch of great interviews. They did one with Michael Modest. That was great. Lot of good stuff.
Beyond the Mat fame.
Beyond the Mat. It was a great episode. He's got a lot of cool stuff coming up, so check those guys out. We also want to thank Midcard Pins. Midcard Pins, Lapel, 1, 2, 3.
This guy has become quite the pin collector.
Yeah, so we got
pull them out.
We got tons of pins here.
We got Pin Me Pay Me right here. We got Pollyanna, which was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
They have the little Hasbro figures. Savage Stash just had his Daryl pin right there. You got the little thing in the Russell Crate Pins collection. 1, 2, 3 Pins has sent us a bunch of cool swag.
Yeah, those guys are good to us.
They sent us the Heart Foundation pins, and they also sent us the Sasha Banks. I just ordered this, and I received all kinds of free swag. We also won the Midcard Pins like debut grand opening.
We got all of their pins.
So we got the Bret Hart right here, the Bret Kid. We got the Dangerous Phone. Who else we
Kenny
got?
Omega from Wrestle Crate.
Wrestle Crate, yeah.
Got Lapel, one of the originators.
So we also want to thank Jonathan from Wrestle Crate.
Yeah, I became a Wrestle Crate subscriber.
Man,
we got all kinds of cool swag from those guys.
Yeah,
as soon as I'm done buying diapers,
this guy got a whole bunch of this shirt right here.
Yeah, I'm wearing this. I got this shirt right here. I got the Delete. I got the Wrestling Society X.
Which
I got the cool Pentagon shirt. I think it's in the laundry right now. This month's was the awesome I Feel Like Hot Rod shirt along with the Rowdy in the back.
Love it.
Man, they're making all kinds of cool products, all kinds of cool stuff.
Go subscribe.
So subscribe, man. Get a box.
Yes, we also want to thank Joey Ryan. We got to work with him a few times at Best of the West. Jeff Cobb.
He oiled me down,
He did oil our down. One of his
He
highlights
did.
of the year.
Oh yeah. My daughter was screaming bloody murder.
Jeff Cobb and Desi Dorada. We got to work with those guys. Those guys come in and out of Best of the West. Scorpio Sky, who we had an interview lined up, but there was a scheduling conflict. I don't think it was a scheduling conflict. It was a personal issue. So
take care of it.
It's all good. Take care of family first. We also got to work with ECW Original, Mustafa Saeed, who almost robbed my ass in the ring. Thank God for one of my...
No. Money loves
you have to announce him like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he was searching for money.
Oh, yeah.
But I announced him.
Money loving.
Nuck Johnson saved me that night.
I love Nuck. He's a cool
we
guy.
also want to thank the new Global Force Global Champion, is what they're calling.
I think they're calling it Global.
Eli Drake. He's been coming in and out of Best of the West, so he's always a pleasure to work with. The Reno Scum. They made their debut for Best of the West. Always a good time. We got a couple of good pictures with those guys. Also from Reno, Bison Braddock, who just made his Best of the West debut, and that guy is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
I got to...
I think he's already booked for the next APW show too, right?
He's wrestling Carl, I believe.
Yeah.
I got to attend a wrestling seminar that Funny Bone put on, and Bison Braddock was like... I don't even think he needed to be at that seminar because that dude was on fire. But look at the guys that trained him in Reno. We also got to work with Carl and Steiker. We've already touched on those guys. We want to thank them. We also got to work with Royce Isaacs, who has been tearing it up. He's in Japan right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's in Japan. We also want to thank Robbie Phoenix, who has been a
I've been a fan of Robbie's for like probably
for
10, 12 years now.
Yeah.
Used to watch him in NEW,
at the
PPW,
He's now a trainer at the Santino Brothers
training
facility.
Doing big things over there.
Such a cool dude, and I talked to him about the old Radisson shows. I'm like, man, it's been a long time, but he's still
going strong.
Still going strong. He has a little bit of less hair, but he is still tearing it up. So congrats to that guy. I want to thank the Vegas crew. The Vegas crew consists of Funny Bone, who is the Best of the West heavyweight champion.
Get better soon, man.
He had a little knee injury. It was kind of scary. I think he's all right though. We also want to thank the Midnight Marvels, who we got to meet this year, along with Wild Horse. Those guys are relatively young in the business, but they are freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Midnight Marvels are such a great team. They're
they had something shitty happen to them though.
In our hometown.
In Fresno of all places.
So they went to Subway in a not so good part of town, and they came out and their gear was stolen. Their gimmicks for the merch table were stolen, and they took everything. It was like $1,500 worth of stuff.
That's shitty.
There's a GoFundMe for them. I think they've almost reached their limit, but still a shitty thing to happen. Yeah, it was so sad to see those guys because they were all pumped to wrestle, and they just looked defeated, and they have those special masks they have to get made again. Like, they have a couple extras, but Spider Warrior is missing his mask, so that sucks. We also got to hang out and meet, and I got to ring announce Sin Bodhi, the Warlord of Weird, the former WWE Kazarni. That dude's awesome. Like, I mean, he's a weird dude, but his character in the ring and his character behind backstage is two total different guys. But he is still a little weird. But great dude nonetheless. We also got to hang out with the Arizona crew, which consists of Alexander Hammerstone.
Who's killing it.
He was the last thing he was on WWE TV. He was Jack George Washington in the rap battle. Also, we want to thank the Keepers of the Faith, Dom Vitale and Gabriel Gallo, who Gabriel Gallo was not having any of my shit at one of the Best of the West and for TV tapings. He put my tie up. He was kind of rubbing my head. Good dude nonetheless. We had a talk backstage. He said, "Thanks for selling it, bro." And I was like, "Hey, man, I was just trying to get you over." He's like, "Some guys are like legitimately scared." And I was like, "I was just trying to make you look good. The ref was there. I was trying to sell it. I thought I did a horrible job selling it." But, and Joe Graves, who is like...
That guy's intense.
That dude is intense.
That guy is Mr. Intensity right there. Dude, I love that guy. He's like, but yeah.
The best.
Even shaking your hands like, "Bro, motherfucker."
Yeah, iron grip. We also got to meet from Arizona, exciting Evan Daniels, who is tearing it up. I think he's one half of the tag team champions for Future Stars of Wrestling. Great guys. The Oakland crew, the Hood Slam guys, some notables. I want to thank Sheik Kanabati, great locker room leader. He's so creative. I'm not gonna get into his creativity because I don't want to kill the kayfabe, but shout out to that guy. He's if you ever get a chance to meet him and you want to get some great wrestling knowledge, get him into a corner and talk to him. He is available. AJ Kirsch, of course, always putting us over on social media. At Best of the West, he puts us over. Can't thank
I like hearing that. Representing the Ring Crew, Davey Dangerously. I love it.
He doesn't have to do that, and I appreciate that so much. I want to thank Coach Nugs, who he doesn't really come into Best of the West too much now because he's kind of all over the place now. But he comes to the student shows. We haven't had a student show in a while, which is weird, but it's too goddamn hot. So Bobby Burger Hands, who now goes by Brutal Rob Hands.
Brutal Rob Hands.
He's kind of a weird dude, but when it's just...
That's the greatest wrestling name ever. Bobby Burger.
Yeah, Bobby Burger Hands. He's such a cool dude. We always have fun. He likes to do like a Psycho Sid gimmick. And every time it's just a fun time to hang out with him. Johnny Butabi, one of our favorites. We've been following him for a long time.
We went to shopping the other day at our local Walmart over here in Kerman, and the song what is love started playing, and so my daughter right off the bat, Johnny Wajabi.
That's right. That's one of my favorite entrances. He always tries to look at me, and then we start bobbing the head. So I like the way he throws us in there like that. Also, Virgil Flynn, who
also doing big things,
also,
training a bunch of
them.
guys. Yeah,
he has his own Virgil Flynn Productions.
Yeah.
They put on monthly shows every first Saturday in Sacramento, so check that out. Also got to work with Kenny Cade, who I've been a huge fan of for so long. Great worker, great talent. So bookers, if you're out there, book this man. He's awesome. Manny Favorino, who is slowly becoming one of my favorite dudes. He has a 17-year-old gimmick.
I love it. I love it.
I'm
only 17.
He's so good. Like, he's so good. Great things for him to come. Amish Johnson. He is a mountain of a man.
Big boy.
Yeah, he is 6'6". He is the Mennonite of Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Do not mess with this man. We also want to thank Kikyo Nakamura. Well, I don't think she goes by Nakamura anymore.
No,
that's the old
I think
gimmick.
it's dropped. She just moved to Florida.
She moved to Florida.
Yeah.
She's doing great things with the Rise promotion. She's taken Florida by storm. She's also a collar and elbow
sponsored athlete.
So I wouldn't say use her promo code, use ours, but shout out to Kikyo. Also, like from Sacramento area, we want to thank JR Kratos for hanging out with us. Always a great time catching up with him. Great dude. Will Roberts, who we got to work with at Best of the West finally. I wish we could see more of Will Roberts. But, I think he's happy where he's at. He's booked all over the place. So we also got to work with the former Global Force Women's Champion last year. She made 2 spots at Best of the West. That was awesome.
And congratulations on your
CVE,
getting married.
CVE
just got married to Scotty Mack. I think they're living out in Canada now, Vancouver. So.
Always been a big fan of Christina Money.
She's awesome. She's on Global Force now. I don't actually dropped the title, but I don't know. I don't really watch Global Force. Sorry. Also want to thank the 805 crew. The SenCal Pro guys. First, I want to thank Jimmy Ray, who I don't really see him too much in Best of the West anymore, but I think that's because he's not managing the guys there anymore. We also want to thank Sledge, who is the mastermind trainer, booker.
He's looking fucking jacked.
He's lost 50 to 60 pounds.
Sledge is looking good. Yeah, I saw him last month, and I was shocked to see him. He looks great.
He's looking good, man. Also, RJ Cruz, young up and comer.
Jump.
Yeah. Oh man.
Every time I hear that song now,
I think of it.
You should know. Jump. Also, one of the greatest heels that can make a crowd go crazy, Alexander G. Bernard.
I fucking love that guy.
The superior
guy.
Yeah,
don't touch me.
Yeah, he's such a good dude. Read my posterior. Such a good dude. And,
huge fan of Alexander.
He is a great heel. Book this man. I also want to thank my 3 referees, referee Wiggles, who we already thanked. Wiggles, Nug Johnson, and referee Steven Landis. I make fun of Landis all the time, but he's a good dude, and I have to work closely with those guys because I'm not only am I a ring announcer, I'm also a timekeeper, so I got to give them the go-homes and all that, but Best of the West crew, we've been through 2 pay-per-views. 2 pay-per-views, that's amazing. I missed one, we all missed that one, but I had to move, so
it was important.
I also want to thank Hip Hop Harry. Such a great talent. That dude's tearing it up all over the place.
I knew him before.
I know.
Yeah.
When he was just Harry.
When he was just Harry.
We also want to thank Danny Rocket, who we got to film a little something with when we did the Best of the West Wrestling School episode. Also want to thank the former champion Wise Guy, Brandon Pinion, trainer Mike Rain, Jesse the Snake Pool. And I want to give a huge shout out to our good buddy Toxic Trent.
Made his wrestling debut this year.
He also hooked us up a couple of our logos. So
if
it wasn't for him, we would not have that brown butter t-shirt.
That's true. Thank you.
So I didn't want to leave a guy out. So
there you go.
So Toxic Trent, we got you.
No wonder you're sweating like
I know, I got 2 shirts on.
Pouring in church
Thanks,
over here.
Trent, you dick. Also got to hang out with a couple notables here. Daniel Torch. Just Daniel Torch, not William Torch. We'll get into that in another episode.
That's my daughter's favorite. Right
War Pig, Jody Christopherson, who
just announced his retirement. Yeah, it's gonna be that's a big loss to the business. Yeah. But he's got family, he's got personal things to take care of, so you gotta respect that.
He's got a neck issue, so
yeah, he's got a little bit of health issues. So man, good for him. He's had a good career. Short little stint, in NXT training down at the Performance Center. And he brought those skills back to the California scene and just ripped it up.
And you know what? Even though he's not wrestling, he is now one of the trainers for Pro Wrestling Revolution.
There you go.
So he's still giving back to the business. We also got to work with Buggy Nova this year. We also got to work with Jacob Fatu.
Who's a great guy.
Man.
Wow, Jacob Fatu. We had like this deja vu moment.
That was a really cool moment. Yeah. We got to hang out with him a little bit backstage.
Yeah. In a building where his uncle Yokozuna wrestled, and he was like, "Man, I think I've seen this building before." And I was like, "Dude, your uncle wrestled here," and like he actually broke the ring. But yeah, it was such a cool moment.
Dave had that memory. And he reminded him, and Jacob was actually there. So these guys have been in the same building, 10, 15 years ago. So it's like full circle for these guys.
And you should have seen his eyes light up. He's like, "Oh my God, who's?" Boom. Yeah. So, and we also want to give a shout out to one of our favorite performers, El Diablo Azteca, aka Kevin Aldovino. Yeah. He will be.
I love that guy.
He will be we're going to talk to him. He has some stuff he wants to get off his chest.
He's got stories.
He's got stories.
And I want to hear these stories.
Yeah, we've heard a little bit. And
we haven't forgotten about you, Kevin.
It's busy.
We still want to talk. We've been busy. We still want to talk to you.
Show day is always busy. Mm-hmm. I also want to give a huge shout out and thanks to owner, operator, promoter,
just
all around. He is the man.
He does everything.
Yeah, Matt Sparks.
He's Fresno's Vince McMahon.
Yeah, Matt Sparks. I love the guy. He's been great. He's been great to us.
Very gracious.
But he is.
He's intense.
Stay away from him on show days.
On show days, do not approach him. Do not approach him.
Shit always happens on show days. No matter what.
But he's a good kind of perfectionist. He wants his show to be good. He wants a good quality product. He wants the fans to get their money's worth. So he's doing it for all the right reasons. But he's a little intense, So man, I try to stay away from you on show days.
He forgets my name on show days sometimes.
Yeah,
he'll call me my name when we talk to him. But on show days, like, "You there, go get the door."
He's a busy man, so but thank you, Matt, for everything. It was good to see you the other day. I'm glad I got to see you again. Yep. And man, you just keep doing what you're doing. And
we hung out with him at NXT.
Yeah, we're gonna keep trying to help you as much as we can, and we appreciate the fact that you promote us and let us do our thing too. So
also want to give a shout out to Marcus Eriks. Cannot forget that dude. That dude is improving.
Yeah.
Every time he steps in the ring, him and Sledge are Best of the West Tag Team Champions.
You gotta go through me.
Yeah. Marcus Eriks is one of our favorite dudes. We want to get him on the show too. Maybe we'll showcase Best of the West talent, but I do want to have a one-on-one with Marcus. He's tearing it up all over. Him and Mike Rain are tag team champions
up in
Sencal Pro.
Yeah.
He also does the Stoner Brothers shows. He's a cameraman for Hood Slam.
Nice.
But I want to see him wrestle at the Oakland Metro Opera House. Yeah. So maybe one of these days. So also before we say our goodbyes, I want to say we got a Best of the West show coming up on September 9th. It's going to be in Merced, California, which is a building we know and love. We've been there multiple times. But Best of the West is making our debut in Bakersfield, California, in the historic Bakersfield Dome.
Nice.
That's
a nice building. I like that building.
Not only will I be ring announcer, but I will also be your host for the evening because AJ Kirsch has a prior obligation. And I will also be hosting Raffle Mania during intermission, which is always fun, even though Eric Dodson and Charles Porter always win. Here's the thing.
They bought the damn monopoly on tickets.
So I don't think they win all these tickets, but they still buy tickets, so they're not. It's not like they're
No.
cheating Best of the West.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the last Rafflemania we had at Fresno City, Eric won. So I said, "Hey, Eric, would it be okay if I gave your tickets out to someone else, the next person?" He's like, "All right." Next person I call, Eric. I was like, "Damn it, just take these damn tickets." So yeah, shout out to Eric too. He's such a good dude.
Yeah, they're
He's
cool
a
guys.
Great supporter. Those guys, love those guys. So yeah, Bakersfield Dome. I will be your host, ring announcer, and I will be your host for Rafflemania. It's Davey Dangerously's Rafflemania at Intermission, and I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's
Thank
been
you.
it's been a long year. We all have lives. We all have personal lives. We all have shit we have to do. That comes first, and you know, we would love to make more shows, but it is what it is. Last year you wanted to do 75 before year 2. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Maybe we'll push for 75 for year 3. We'll see. So, I mean, we can't have a year-end episode without the thing that we had last year.
What did we have last year?
We had cake!
Oh, it's a gorgeous cake.
And last year we got, this guy got a little small
Black and
cake. This year we doubled it up.
Okay, what does it say?
It says, the Ring Crüe, happy 2-year anniversary.
Part year 2. Happy anniversary, baby. Last year I took it. This year he gets it.
Damn it, that means I'm going to take it next year.
It's gonna get it next year.
I better not get it from both sides either.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get it from both sides.
Damn it. How's it taste?
Good cake.
That's a good cake.
Oh, it says the Ring Crüe happy 2nd year
We gotta
anniversary.
go, man. We're gonna eat some cake.
Yeah, so it's Halloween face. We'll put a picture somewhere in this video of the cake before it was destroyed. So we want to.
We'll put a side by side of this guy and my face.
Yeah. So I just posted a picture. This. You got some ribbons in there, pal. Please don't hit me with the cake. Because I don't want to ruin our collar and elbow shirt.
Of course not. Of course
So next year I'll take the cake. So I just posted a picture of us last year.
You did.
So this year, don't wipe all of it off, Dick. We're gonna take another picture. So we're gonna end this
Good
right
stuff.
now. It's good stuff. It's all buttercream, pal.
Really?
None
Wow.
of that whipped cream stuff.
You splurged.
I splurged, brother.
Wow.
So we want to thank you again. Thank you, everybody. If we missed you, I apologize. There's been a lot of us.
Sorry.
Oh man, that's my iPad. We're live, pal. You know, if we missed anybody, it's not like we're doing it on purpose. We love each and every one of you. We want to thank all the wrestlers, referees, fans, pin makers, Wrestle Crate guys,
And
YouTubers, friends, family, wives, children.
Kids.
Thanks for being a great support. Our wives are always tired of our shit, but they
We're putting up with this.
yeah. So thank you.
This is
very
better than
much.
being at a bar. We're not doing drugs.
It's true.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, I could be a drug addict.
Uh-huh.
I could be shooting it up.
Exactly.
I'm not.
So we just sit here and eat cake.
Like a fat ass with our hands.
Mm-hmm.
So as always, do what you do, but whatever you do, do not mess with the crew, and we will see you on season 3. See you next time. I got cake on my hands.